Good morning, Sault Ste. Marie and Algoma. Welcome to Special Report for Monday, September the 14th, week 2 of school for the kiddies, and we're brought to you by KC Securities. I'm Chris Oldcorn, and I'm here with
Daniel LaPrade. Good morning, everyone, and good morning, Chris.
Wasn't a good morning. My car warned me there was possible ice while driving here this morning. Now, when does my car notify me of possible ice? 4 degrees
when
Celsius.
When it gets below 4 degrees.
Yes,
yeah.
4 degrees Celsius. Now, there was no ice on the way today, but apparently your weather forecast is not too chipper going forward.
By the weekend, it's going to be pretty low, 5-6 degrees, single digits overnight. So yeah, lots of frost probably coming our way. And I see you're growing a bit of a beard there.
Yeah, it's my frostbite repellent. So, yeah.
Yeah. Hang on to what you can of summer, though. Like, Mike will
hang
still
on to
wear
what
shorts.
you can of summer, please.
Yeah.
I put all my shorts in the laundry yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm never using these again until
Although
next year. Might as
tomorrow-
well just clean them and then put them in a box till next year because it's done this year.
Tomorrow is like producer Mike just mentioned. Tomorrow will be a nice day. It'll be one of the one-offs. So.
Really? And what is a nice day at this point in the year?
Low 20s.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which would be high 60s.
Wow, I thought you were going to say like 11 or something.
No.
Okay, good. I can low 20s is nice.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
be
nice. You could even possibly wear a short sleeve at that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Still need the pants, unless of course you're Craig, who works here in the news department, who wears shorts until Thanksgiving, regardless of what the weather actually does.
It doesn't matter what it is.
Doesn't matter what the weather is. He's just consistently wearing shorts till Thanksgiving. So, yeah.
And of course, we can wear whatever we want. You can't see it anyway on TV. So
yeah, and the other thing, too, is he's kind of lucky this year because Thanksgiving's a little earlier.
It is.
And given your weather that's coming up, he's probably going to want to drop those shorts.
I'm telling you, folks, get ready because there's probably going to be a major snowfall at the beginning of October. I'm just saying this because I can do that because,
you're a
I
weather
can still have a job.
You need to be right.
So.
Yeah. You don't even need to be right when you're a weather person. You can be wrong, and it's like, well, nothing I can do about it.
Yeah, there go the
weather changes.
There go the follows on my page down.
Yeah, Weather Daniel, negative 14 follows. Okay, speaking of following, we've been following Doug Ford every single day. He keeps going every single day with his press conferences. Justin Trudeau gave that up a long time ago.
Yeah, Ford won't give it up.
Ford's the Iron Man. He keeps going forward and doesn't stop. So today he'll be joined by Christine Elliott, as per normal, who is the Deputy Premier and Minister of Health, Rod Phillips, who's the Minister of Finance, and Stephen Lecce, the Minister of Education. That's going to be at 1 o'clock here on Special Report. We'll carry that for you live here. And they're coming from Queen's Park today, and also a little interesting. We'll get a little bit more about Queen's Park in a bit. But our provincial politicians are getting back to work in the legislature today. We'll have a little bit more about that for you later in the show. And our local politicians are also getting back to work today, which is...
Are they meeting in person yet? Or are they still doing Zoom?
The way they released it to me was the councillors will be in the chamber, but they're going to be spaced out more.
Okay.
And then all the administrative staff that normally comes, like the CAO and stuff like that, they're going to be doing it via Zoom.
Oh, okay. So they're starting to get some people back together in person.
Yes, that is my understanding. We do have I'll call it a press conference, but it's a photo shoot later on today. And though they're not doing any sort of a press conference, it's just a photo op. They do the photos, and then you ask questions digitally.
Yeah. Okay.
And then they get back to you about an hour and a half later with the answers to your questions. So that's kind of what we'll have that on you tomorrow about that announcement. I can't talk about it because of...
Yeah, absolutely.
They tell us things like, we're doing this announcement, but there's a media block on it until we say.
There's a blackout,
it's a blackout, basically. And we will we'll find out at 5. We can tell you at 5 what it is.
Yes.
After we've done the photo op and stuff. But the actual council meeting itself, it's my understanding that the councillors may or may not be there based on their own choice.
Okay.
Now, in saying that, the last council meeting, when you downloaded the agenda, said it was going to be in person, and then it was all in Zoom. So I was lucky I didn't go to council meeting the last time.
Yeah, because I'm puzzled because they wanted to go in person months ago when they were as soon as they were able to in some capacity, and we're now 6 months in here, or however long. So it's time to get back. It's not like we have 300 people like the House of Commons.
Yeah, no, there's like 10. And the mayor.
Yes.
But tonight, the big 3 things they're going to be talking about, obviously it's the McMeekin Arena. The federal government, they were denied federal funding for this a couple of weeks ago because we do need to replace some of our arenas here in town. So there's a report to council on what it's going to cost. It's going to cost around $27 million to replace the arena, not including the demolition of the old site. So they're going to be asked to decide on the future of that project this evening. That's one of the big things happening tonight. Also, as the weather gets colder, people are going to be less likely wanting to be out on patios and at restaurants and so on, where they have to eat outside. But what they're going to talk about tonight is giving a break on the amount of insurance required for patios. Because patios are larger now, obviously there's a greater chance that something could go wrong and they need insurance, but they're saying they're only going to require the current level of insurance to be required for running a patio, which is $2 million for an unlicensed patio and $5 million for a licensed patio. Even though the patios are bigger, they're not required to carry extra insurance for that. Also, the Sault Ste. Marie Airport, it is, well, not busy. We had a report come out last week that traffic is down 93%. So they're running at 7% of their old capacity. They're going to be voting on sending a letter to both the federal and provincial governments asking for financial help to help continue to operate the Sault Ste. Marie Airport. Obviously, the Sault Ste. Marie Airport is very important, particularly for business, because of the fact that it's one of the only airports within 3-hour drive from here that actually lands large planes. So it's where Air Canada flies in, WestJet, Bearskin, and all that. So
it is, and it's unfortunate.
It's a very key airport actually for this part of Northern Ontario.
Yes. So hopefully they have something come through for that. So moving on to
scammers.
Scam news. PUC has a scam warning. PUC is warning customers of a phone scam that has recently surfaced in Sault Ste. Marie and Espanola, in which the caller demands payment for outstanding balances on electricity bills. The caller threatens to cut off customers' power unless immediate payment is made. PUC says it does not ask for payments by wire transfer or credit card or other banking information over the phone. Customers who are in fact in arrears receive multiple notifications via their bill, over the phone, and through the mail well before a disconnection is ever considered. Customers should report these fraudulent calls to the Canadian Anti-Fraud Centre. So, we do still have, and there was even the disconnection ban where they couldn't do, the government put a ban on that, through the winter time is when it's usually, but there's just, people try to take.
I get phone calls every day from different scam. Oh, your social insurance number is going to be canceled, and the police are going to come arrest you at 4 if you don't call us back. Whatever.
I get them all in the security line too all the time, and it just.
Obviously, people must fall for this if they have to warn for it. And it's a shame that people try to take advantage of people. Anyways, as I mentioned before, the Ontario Legislature comes back today. So,
Finally?
So, obviously, COVID-19 is going to be at the top of the agenda. Obviously, it's not business as usual with social distancing and masks and so on. Paul Calandra, who is the House Speaker, says that they're going to continue to respect public health rules while they return to their regular 4-day-a-week schedule for their proceedings. He also said that the impact of COVID-19 on the economy, school reopens, and the healthcare system will be a major focus this fall. As well, the 2020 to 2021 Ontario budget has been delayed, obviously, because of COVID-19. They're trying to figure out what is the budget going to be for next year. That's what we're talking about here, not this year's budget. And that will be delivered right now on November the 15th. That is obviously delayed. Normally that happens in either September or October.
That's right.
But they want to have a better idea of what's going on with COVID-19 and how they need to allocate money. Like how much are they going to have to allocate extra for PPE, for example, next year for the school system. Things of that nature. So there's a lot of balls that they're juggling in the air right now.
It's not a normal time.
It's not a normal year. We've seen that even the federal government has not been doing their normal budgets and so on because it's unpredictable what's going on right now, and we don't know, is there going to be a second wave, is what's happening in the school system and so on, because the kids have only... The most any kid has been back is 4 days of school so far, and some aren't even starting until today. And in some school boards, they're delaying it even another week. You can check that story up on SiouxOnline.com. But there are other boards who so many kids have signed up for online at the last minute that they had to delay the online by another whole week to find the teachers to do that online learning. So
there's going to be a lot of adjustments over the next while.
Yes.
But at least they're back. And
I think it's great.
A lot of the kids are happy.
I mean, it was 7 months without school, basically, other than some online learning.
Yeah.
Which ended up not even counting on your report card for somehow. I'm not sure. What's the point of doing learning if it doesn't count? But
yeah, exactly.
I guess it's good in the long run that you keep learning, but yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, we do have some sun in the forecast today. Not going to be super warm. It was a wet weekend, though, if you were out and about. Yesterday, we did receive 13.5 millimeters of rain. Yeah.
Yeah.
So lots of rain. Wait a second. Weren't you on the move this weekend? I thought I saw on your Instagram story.
Yeah, I went to Elliott Lake on the weekend.
Yes.
Yes.
So you escaped. You went up to the
Elliott Lake. We said to drive and see the trees and stuff like that because it's,
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice up there.
We wanted to do that train thing, but we decided to go for the drive. I'm not even sure if the train's operating this year.
I don't think so, but I did it this year.
It's not operating yet.
I did it last year at this time, and it was
the Algoma one that goes through the forest and stuff.
That's right.
So we just did the drive, and then we went to Elliott Lake, had lunch there, and then came back. So
right. Okay, I'm going to get in trouble. I keep going over and talking. Let's look at our live cam now, where you're not going to see a whole lot of trees, but it's sponsored by wirelesscom.ca. You can check their website out for all the services they have to offer. There's a few trees there around City Hall, but the sun is out. We are going to see that today. I'll have that, your 3-day forecast, regional temperatures, and all that coming up. Your weather is brought to you by Northern Lights Detailing at 632 Great Northern Road. Make sure you stay tuned. We will be right back.
For all those times.
Every 3 seconds, someone will develop Alzheimer's, a fatal disease that steals your memories and makes you forget the people you love most. Fortunately, there is hope. Today, researchers believe a cure is just a few years away.
It's okay, Daddy, you can go. Just go.
For just $9 a month, you can fund research for a cure and make history by ending this disease.
A message from the Government of Canada.
It's been a while since I've seen Joe. We were a couple of pranksters, and Joe was always full of surprises. But today, he's the one in for a surprise.
The thing is, Joe doesn't live here anymore. For people living with dementia, getting lost can happen unexpectedly. Are you ready to help? Help people living with dementia live safely in our communities. Contact your local Alzheimer's Society and visit findingyourwayontario.ca.
And welcome back to Special Report for Monday, September the 14th. Thank you very much for joining us. You can follow us on all the socials, the main ones. We're on Instagram. We are on Twitter and Facebook, so please follow us there. Also, you can watch videos on our YouTube channel as well. And also, all our stories are on SiouxOnline.com as well. What's going on, Brother Daniel?
Thank you very much, Chris. And I was just looking down, and we are 1 follower away on Instagram from 1,000. So go to it's at On TV channel if you're on Instagram and you're watching right now, and please make us hit that 1,000 mark on Instagram. Well, this weekend it was, like I said, it was wet depending on where you were. Most of our region did see some kind of precipitation. However, we are going to see a nice day today as a reward. It's not going to be super hot, but you will see the sun out today. You'll see on the radar Well, there's really not a whole lot to look at. It's blank, other than a couple spots up here. So we have high pressure over us right now. Really, that's all I can say. We do have a chance of a shower possibly coming in the next few days, but that's about 40% right now, so nothing too major. And the weekend is looking pretty good as well. So we are going to hopefully see some nice weather, although it won't be super warm overnight. But you will see, coming into our expected highs for the region today, we have 15 in Thunder Bay, 13s in Wawa and Timmins, and then some more 15s here in Sault Ste. Marie, Elliott Lake, and in Sudbury. And the overnight lows, they're still in single digits there. Thunder Bay is at 9. Wawa 5 degrees, Timmins 3 tonight, so probably watch out for some patchy frost there. 7 here overnight in Sault Ste. Marie, 5 in Elliott Lake, and 4 in Sudbury. So we are sitting at 9 degrees. The sun is out. We will get up to a high of 15 today, and those winds are about 11 kilometers to the northwest. We will see increasing cloudiness overnight. Probably around 4 or 5 in the morning, it'll start to cloud over, but it will be clear until then. You can see I've changed the Humidex to feels like now, because we're now getting into that season where Humidex isn't really going to be a factor. So that will be the temperature that it will feel with the breeze. It'll be 14. So we will see that overnight it will clear, and then we will see those clouds move in. And Tuesday, as you can see, it will be a mix of sun and cloud, 30% chance of showers, as I mentioned, in the morning. Then winds will pick up. They will become 20 kilometers, gusting to 40, and then southwest 40, gusting to 60 near noon. So we are going to get breezy tomorrow. And well, I shouldn't have taken the Humidex out, I guess, yet, because tomorrow we may have a Humidex of 25. But that will be a one-off. So enjoy tomorrow. Like I said, that's the day that it will be nice. So we'll see a low of 15. Wednesday, we see some showers moving in, 40% chance of showers and 30 overnight, 17 degrees and 7 is your low overnight. And then look at that, we've cooled back down Thursday. Cloudy periods on Thursday, it's 13 degrees and a low of 6 overnight with some clouds as well. So that's your outlook for 3 days. I'll have the 7-day, the weather watcher and all that coming up later on in the show. Want to remind everybody our weather is brought to you by Northern Lights Detailing at 632 Great Northern Road. Make sure you check them out and go see all the services they have. Marnie is over there, and she's always willing to get you in there if you need just a quick wash or whatnot. So make sure you get a hold of them or you stop by and see them. So we'll be right back after this break. So make sure you stay tuned for more special report.
Even though we can't always meet in person, we can still listen.
Even though schools are closed, help is still available in your community.
Even though you may be worried, services and supports are still here.
In stressful times like these, families need mental health supports more than ever.
We are here to make sure you can stay connected to your community and culture.
Nous savons qu'il peut être difficile de rester à la maison, mais vous n'êtes pas seul.
And we know asking for help for yourself and others can be hard.
But there are people in your community who are ready to support you.
No matter your age, gender, sexual identity, race, or culture.
No matter the day, time, or issue.
We're here to help.
And welcome back to Special Report for Monday, September the 14th. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. Thank you to KC Securities for your sponsorship. Okay, for the last 3 days, we have had over 200 new cases of COVID-19. Yesterday, we had 204 new cases and 1 death as well. That followed 232 cases on Saturday and 213 on Friday. Okay, there is somewhat good news in this, in that 63 of the cases were in Toronto, 47 in Ottawa, and 35 in the Peel region, which is basically right around Toronto, Mississauga, Brampton. 27 of our 34 public health units had 5 or fewer cases, and 16 had no new cases at all, including here in the Algoma district. Now, Elliot also pointed out that 64% of the cases were people under the age of 40. That's a trend we've now seen for about 6 to 7 weeks now. This means our total number of cases is basically 44,500 in total, and 2,815 deaths, and almost 40,000 of those 44,000 cases have been resolved already. So,
yes, always good to look at the perspective of those numbers. The deaths are very low, and
and
so
that's
just
because
don't
it's no
look
longer burning like wildfire through our long-term
You
care
can't
homes.
just look at the case count. So. I like how you always make sure you explain that for our viewers.
Yes.
Okay, so if you expect, or if you see some heavy police presence in the Echo Bay area, don't be alarmed, because they're going to be doing some training. So the members of the Ontario Provincial Police Northeast Region Emergency Response Team, that's a mouthful, will be in the area training the week of September 14th to the 18th, 2020. Public is advised during the week there will be a heavy police presence in the area. Of course, Echo Bay is not used to seeing the ERT around unless there's something made. So I guess it's a good idea that they let the public know. So if you are in that region.
So on Friday, there was a big mine opening. First Nation leaders were there, as well as the MPPs, municipal leaders from Sudbury, Gogama, Timmins, as well as Doug Ford and Prime Minister Justin Trudeau were all there for the groundbreaking. It's the Colte Gold Project. It's a 70-30 joint venture between a company called I Am Gold and Sumitomo Metal Mining. This has been in the works for a long, long time. It is now officially being started. And they were going to start earlier, but then there was problems with obviously COVID-19, because obviously when you're working in a mine, you're very close to people. Because it's cramped quarters. But this mine is creating hundreds of jobs and will contribute billions to the economy here in Ontario and across the rest of Canada. That's why obviously Doug Ford and Justin Trudeau were there, because this is a big deal.
And multiple parties, they were there with the NDP, MPPs as well. Everybody was on the same page.
The First Nations leaders were there. So, big weekend, by the way. NFL started last night, Sunday Night Football. The LA Rams just squeaked by the Cowboys 20-17. Nice to see them playing again on the field, even if the stadiums are empty, other than some cardboard cutouts.
There we go.
And fake sounds as well. So it sounded like there was people in the stands, but there wasn't. There was actually the only people in the stands were the owners of both teams.
And Tampa Bay Lightning also won 4-1 versus New York Islanders. They lead their series 3-1. So there you go. That's your sports recap. It's easy.
And we'll be back after this short commercial break.
Government of Ontario established a $100 million affordability fund to help Ontarians who don't qualify for low-income conservation programs ease the burden of their electricity bill. Whether you rent or own your home, as long as you pay your electric bill, you could qualify. There are 3 levels of support available. The first is a home energy kit with upgrades like smart power bars and LED light bulbs. The second includes Energy Star appliances that help keep things cool during the hot summer months. The third is for electrically heated homes so that your power bills don't break the bank during those long Canadian winters. Plus, all upgrades, including installation, are completely free of charge. Visit affordabilityfund.org or call 1-855-494-FUND to find out if you qualify.
Good morning and welcome back to Special Report for September 14th on this Monday, just after 8:26. I want to say good morning to my mom, Carolyn, who's now watching on our Facebook feed. And also, before I forget, a happy birthday to my brother, Phil, who's celebrating his birthday today. So,
older or younger brother?
Older.
Older.
Yes. But not too old.
Not too old.
Not too old. I mean, you know, I'm still like 15, right?
Yeah.
Some people still say that sometimes. So.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
We'll go with that.
We'll go with it.
Yeah, so we'll get into the 7-day forecast. Just want to mention too, days are getting shorter out there, so be mindful. Sunrise is 7:14 today, and your sunset will be at 7:51. So as we get into these fall days, you adjust your driving accordingly and make sure your lights are on earlier and all that fun stuff. All right, so Tuesday, we are going to see a nice day, 22 degrees with a mix of sun and cloud. And then the rain is back on Wednesday with a chance of a shower. And then we cool down for the weekend, although it is looking nice. Thursday and Friday, the clouds will still be around. Then Saturday and Sunday, it's sunny. Monday, 16 degrees and a mix of sun and cloud. Those overnight lows by Thursday will be down to 6, and then 5 on Saturday night, and then back up to 10 on Monday night. So kind of cooling down overnight. And we're going to take a look at our Weather Watcher video. This was shot from producer Mike, and so this is at the locks here, and yeah, I can't even remember. A year ago? Okay, yeah, thanks Mike. But yeah, it's about a year ago, so this was beautiful footage on a nice day. Those nice days are limited now, so you got to make sure you get out and enjoy them while you can, and get out there, and because we have the rain and the snow is going to be coming soon enough, and you won't be able to get shots like that. So if you want to send in your weather photos or videos, send them to ontvweather@gmail.com. I'm looking for some new ones here, so make sure you include your name and location. There we go.
Awesome. Thank you very much to producer Mike for that footage. Okay. Donald Trump and TikTok have not been getting along lately.
I wonder if he has an account.
Yeah, I wonder if, I don't think Trump has a TikTok account.
No,
I highly doubt it. He just focuses on his Twitter account. Mm-hmm. But Donald Trump has said that there has to be an American owner/partner for the TikTok app.
Right.
He doesn't want the data being stored in China because he's worried about they're using it to spy on America and so on. Microsoft over the weekend announced that their bid to get TikTok was rejected. Mm-hmm. Now, this is a video sharing app. It's very similar to, like, there was an app a few years ago called Vine, where you create like short little videos. TikTok is the same idea.
Right.
It's very popular with teenagers and young adults, not so much with the older crowd who are still on the, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, those social networks. Mm-hmm. However, it looks like Oracle will be the American partner chosen for TikTok, as they were the only other bidder. So if Microsoft was rejected, the only way TikTok can stay operating is if they pick someone. So it's not official that Oracle has come out and said that they have won it. However, they are the only ones left bidding. So if Oracle doesn't get it, then TikTok goes bye-bye in America, and it has about 100 million users in America and about 700 million users across the world. Mm-hmm. We'll be back at 1 p.m. with Doug Ford's press conference from Queen's Park. First day back at the legislature as well. Have a fantastic morning.
See you at 1.